Eric is. Oh, I'm sorry. You're up. You're hiding. I should know you're the only beret in the audience. There you are. All right. So Ms. Sapriel, followed by Eric Greening.
Thank you, Chairman Gibson and members of the board. Daniella Sapriel on behalf of the Coalition of Rural Residents and Landowners. We are obviously stakeholders with a vested interest overlying the basin. We also feel that this ordinance impacts us and our ability to do what we want with our land, and we absolutely support it. And the reason that we support it, despite the fact that it does restrict our ability to increase our plantings and require offsets, is that we understand that it was a necessity due to the immediate threat posed by the decline in the basin. We do also support it because we want to be good neighbors, and we understand that we have neighbor after neighbor who are losing their wells. And to the gentleman who claims that there are only 8, we have people who have identified at least 47 in our area alone. So what is it that we're asking for? We're asking for equal fairness for everyone. We absolutely believe that if we are willing to restrict our ability to manage our land, then these other people who have been planting and pumping and creating some of this problem should be equally restricted. And the fact is, we do support vested rights, but we support them on the basis of the legal basis if they can prove good faith detrimental reliance. And as somebody always says, you know, no good deed goes unpunished. The board attempted to write in the definition in order to avoid lawsuits, but actually what you did was you created the problem, because vested rights is already an implied remedy in the law. You didn't need to write it at all, and you don't need to define it. I understand that in the building area there have been definitions of bright line sticks in the air, but that's because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of cases that came to that conclusion. In the situation here where you have a brand new law, the attempt to try and create a bright line with sticks in the air really isn't fair to anybody. It isn't fair to those of us who need to have the exemption drafted narrowly by only those who can show good faith, and it honestly isn't even fair to the claimants who are actually entitled to a full due process hearing in front of a court of law. So since it appears that there's no way you guys are going to avoid litigation, it's already started, then hallelujah, let the courts decide what they were actually intended to decide, which is who has in good faith detrimentally relied, and protect the rest of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sapriel. Mr. Greening, followed now by Joy Fitzhugh.
Thank you. I am Eric Greening, and I think the previous